lovers, how are you guys doing today? So I'm super excited for today's new makeup releases. I just love filming this every week. I feel like I look forward to it so much. It's just super fun, so I hope you guys are loving it too. So let's just go ahead and start off with something that is super beautiful that I am very much into. This is from Raine. They have coming soon some new bright, fun, colorful palettes. And this is hard because I'm like, I don't even know which one I like more. Like, they're both beautiful. I love the warm tones and the purple tones in the first one, and then the bottom with the purple and the cool tone blues. Like, I love them both. So I don't know, I'm definitely interested in these. I'm excited to hear more about them, and they look beautiful, and I do personally like Raine's formula from what I've tried so far. Next, I saw this launch from L'Oreal. This is their Paradise Enchanted collection, and this actually looks super beautiful. Obviously I won't be buying because L'Oreal is not cruelty free, but I just thought I would mention because this collection looks super pretty. I love the peachy warm tones, and all the blushes look so nice too. Like, I just love the drugstore is getting better and better, and there's so many options to choose from. I mean, of course I don't know if it's great yet because I mean the quality could not be the best, but from just looking at it I think that it is super pretty. So next, Cover FX is coming out with the Goldbar highlighting palette, and this is $39. You get 3 shades, and one looks like it's good for light skin tones, one looks like it's good for medium skin tones, and one looks like it's good for darker skin tones. Am I the only one who's completely over highlighter palettes? I feel like I have so many, and highlighter palettes, they're probably great for makeup artists because you're getting use out of all the shades, but like, I'm so done with buying highlighter palettes that I can only use one shade from. Like this, I would only be able to use the white gold. I feel like if you're gonna come out with a highlighter palette, like, don't come out with an all-in-one. Like, do one for light skin tones, do one for medium, do one for dark, do one for deep dark. Like, get all your bases covered, because if you have 3 highlighters that I can use, then yeah, it's a good deal. But $39 for just one highlight that will actually work for me. And like, I say to myself all the time, like, I'm like, oh, I can use the other shades for eyeshadows, but how often do I actually do that? Next, Laura Lee is coming out with a collaboration with Morphe brushes. I'm glad that this is a brush set, because at first when I saw like they were posting like face makeup pictures and saying she was collaborating, I was like, why would you collaborate with Morphe when you already have your own brand? Even now, like, it doesn't make sense, because Morphe's brushes are just wholesale brushes that have Morphe's label on them. Like, you can do all the research on that, but that's the truth. So I'm like, even she has her own brand. She could buy wholesale brushes and put Laura Lee Los Angeles on there. Like, I just don't understand the point of collaborating when you have your own brand. Which, I mean, I've seen bigger brands collab together, but that's because they're both iconic. So next, Lorac is coming out with their Pro Palette 4. Part of me is like, it's about time. Like, I feel like it's been a while since they released their 3. I feel like they have a good time in between each. But this looks so boring. Like, I saw one picture where it looked more purpley and it was pretty. But I'm not sure if this picture is just like washed out or what, but it does not look appealing to me at all. Like, it doesn't look anything special or new. Like, I feel like if you already have their other pro palettes, or if you have any of the makeup pro palettes, like, none of these shades look unique. So I'm curious to see more pictures of it and see how it looks, but just from the one sneak peek that we've seen so far, I'm just not feeling it. Also, in case you don't know, I've done a whole video on this before on like the price for a palette versus how much product you actually get. And Lorac is one of the super expensive ones. You get a little bit of product for a lot of money. So next, Kat Von D finally showed us the inside of the 10-year anniversary palette, which I was super excited about. Like, the packaging on it is super beautiful. And I love the pops of color, like all the way to the right, that teal and that cobalt blue. Like, I'm living for those. They look super pretty. And I like the top row, like I like the warm tones, but the bottom row, like, I don't know. I definitely have to wait and see this swatch, see it in different pictures to kind of decide whether I'm going to get it or not. But right now it's a pass, even though those 2 shades all the way to the right are like calling to me. So I'm interested to see the swatches, to see more, to see tutorials and all that, and that's, so I'm not sure how I feel right now. Next, I have a release that I am super excited about. So I told you guys, I can't remember if it was 2 or 3 weeks ago, we were talking about, I think it was the Aries lipstick for Bite Beauty, and it was like a bright orange, and I was like, I really want Taurus to be a mauve. You guys can go back and watch the video. I said I want Taurus to be a mauve because I'm a Taurus. I really want to try Bite Beauty, and I'm like, I want a shade that I'm actually going to wear, but it would be so cool to have like one with my astrology sign on it. So they released a picture, and you guys, it's the perfect mauve shade. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I actually went and swatched a few things from Bite Beauty in store, but the Sephora that I was at, like, it was like completely ransacked, and the lipsticks were like so jank, and like I was trying to swatch them, and like some of them were like missing, and I just couldn't decide on a color to try. But whenever this releases, I'm definitely getting it, because I've always wanted to try Bite Beauty's lipsticks, and it's a Taurus, it's a mauve. I put it out into the universe, and I was right. So I'm very excited about that. So next, I've seen that Smashbox and Vladamua are collaborating, and I was kind of like not super excited about it. I was just waiting to see more. I thought it was going to be something else with lips, but look how beautiful these highlighters are. Like, their packaging is absolutely stunning. I can't wait to see what they swatch like. Hopefully one of them is light enough. It looks like a gold and a rose gold, but they are so beautiful. I love, love, love that packaging, like the rose like imprint. So I'm excited about that, and even if it doesn't work for me, I still think it's such a beautiful design. So congrats to her for her collab. And then next, I wanted to talk about something disappointing. So I told you guys I was super excited for Beauty Bakerie's Cake Mix Foundation. I just thought it sounded really cool. I thought the packaging was nice. I just wanted to try something from Beauty Bakerie, and they said that it was going to be in 30 shades. So I'm like, 30 shades, there's bound to be like, there's got to be a shade for me, right? Because there's 30 shades, like that's a lot. So they released like every single shade. Like, they not actually like released for purchase, but they did like the whole list, and they actually had a super helpful what's it called, like a chart of their foundation shades versus other foundations, and what shade you would be, which I thought was super awesome, like super helpful, especially if you're ordering online. So the disappointing thing was that I went to the absolute lightest shade, and they compared it to the Fenty Beauty foundation, which I am in shade 100 for Fenty Beauty, the lightest shade, and the shade that they compared their lightest shade to was 150, which is like 5 shades too dark for me. So I guess I won't be trying that foundation, but I was excited about it. I'm still excited to see more reviews. I watched Jackie Hanna's video on it, and it looks super waterproof, super like gonna stay all day type of foundation. It looked beautiful on her skin, but unfortunately I don't think it's happening for me unless they expand the range further. Next, Kylie Cosmetics came out with some new lip kits, and I just had to mention the shade Ironic is like a military green olive type shade. That is so beautiful. Like, I don't know why, like I feel like I would not be able to pull that off. I don't think I could, but that is so pretty. Like, I'm living for that green shade. I feel like it's super unique, and yeah, I really, really like it. So I'm excited to see other people wearing it. I don't know, I feel like I could not pull it off. Like, it's just not gonna work out for me, but part of me wants it. I don't know, but I thought whenever I saw her swatching it on her Snapchat and everything, I was like, wow, that is a really cool shade. So I think that's actually everything I wanted to talk about for this week. I feel like it was definitely a lot more calm. Not as many things releasing that were new and crazy, or just anything I really wanted to talk about. Like, there were a few other things, but I just didn't really have thoughts on them, so I tried not to include things like that. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.